Welcome to the second tutorial I've made. Take 2. Hopefully the cats and dogs leave me alone. So we can start off building this agro farm. Then next to it, put a silo down, and then a warehouse. And then basically we just got to try and get these factory links to link up nicely. That'll allow us to move the crops from the agro farm to the silo to the warehouse without using any vehicles. So you may have to just orientate the buildings slight angles to get them all to line up. Just gonna plop down a few big fields here. You'll actually see later in the video that you can use a lot of big fields with just one agro farm. So they're really efficient, the agro farms. Just connecting up dirt roads at the moment. You upgrade them later on. So just showing you there how to assign the fields to the agro farm. Sometimes they do automatically assign themselves as well. It's always worth just double checking. Then buying one of each vehicle, harvester, tractor and a truck to collect the crops in. And then they need power. If you don't put power supply down, the agro farm will not work. So I've just connected that straight across. Now that's all connected up working the agro farm, I'm just going to put in the railway line. So railway lines, tricky with the terrain, with landscaping, yes, but I actually think trains should be a bit more complicated with landscaping. It annoys me when it's too easy in other games, the landscape moves too cheaply. So yeah, actually enjoy the challenge. This time I'm going diagonally across the mountainside, and this works a lot better. As you'll see on later in the video, on my original finished farm railway route, I went straight across the mountain, did a lot of landscaping, cost a lot of money, and then it just worked. So yeah, try to go diagonally up and down the side of the hill. Not only does it look more realistic, but also helps a lot. I got a bit of a faff on with the power lines here. So just reconnect that up. When that happened, the agro farm stops working. Just check they have connection there. Still no power there though, you can see that on the voltmeter. Oh, there's a bit missing there next to the railway line. Okay, now we've got power back to the agro farm. You can see they're ploughing the fields there. Back to the railway line, just get us down the other side of the mountain. You know, when it's being a bit fiddly, just do short sections over the area you've already smoothed off. Yeah, there you go. And we'll bring it back into where we actually want to build our other warehouse and food factory. Just going to level off a huge area here. If you own a excavator and a bulldozer in your vehicle depot, you can do as levelling off and landscaping for free, so that's actually worth investment. Doesn't cost you much to buy a couple of them. So warehouse, railway line connected, and now again we're going to use this factory connections to connect the food factory to the warehouse. So just line it up as you can, level up the ground, and put your factory connection on. On there, and road connection. So obviously you got to organise some workers go there. If they're not within walking distance, you'll have to get on the bus. But we went through that with the last tutorial. It's exactly the same again. Put the railway line now to the exporting point on the border. Yeah, the way railways cross roads is not the best at the moment, but it does work. So you just build the railway line first, put the road across, a straight bit, and then build other bits of road on. It's a bit of a messy way of doing it, but it's quick enough, easy enough, it works. So yeah, now we need a railway depot. So the depot is where you buy and sell the trains, just like the road depot. It's best if you can connect it to both directions on the railway, and that way it doesn't get so upset about route finding when you're building new trains. So just join one end of the depot there and the other end of the depot out the other way. Not really sure why there's 3 connections in the depot, make it a bit more realistic than in other games, I guess. It's a nice feature. And we're just going to go with box down diesel train and build 2 or 3 box cars, okay? I built loads of box cars at the beginning, what a mistake, because the warehouse is so short. It just makes everything a nightmare if you put your points, your junctions of your railway line too close to there. So yeah, we're just setting up our route. So you see, if click the first place, load only grain, click second place, unload, and then the second place again I click it, but for a third command to load the produced food. And then you need a return line from the export as well. So, well, that's quite fast. I think you can see what I'm doing there. There's nothing too complicated about this, to be honest. It's just nice to see how people have done it and what exact order people do it in. So yeah, this is how I set the first one up. Got all those fields on it. I don't know if I need to build more fields or not yet, to be honest. Got 3 tractors, 4 harvesters, and 5 trucks at the moment. Should only 4 trucks, but seems to leave wheat behind a bit. When they change harvesting fields, I've put a 5th truck on there in the spare spot. Over here, food factory's going well. Number of workers 50, seems to be alright at the moment. I don't know, I'm producing more crops, might need more workers. There's a train that's too long. You'll see a shorter one in the next clip after this, because that one just doesn't like the points down by my factory, doesn't want to go to export, so short on the train, and then it just goes back and forth more frequently. It still carries plenty of goods for what I'm producing at the moment. So as you can see, I built quite a bit more here. Got a little bus going to the factory because it was out of walking distance of some of the apartments, only a couple of apartments within walking distance. Got a cinema, a bit of pub to try and cheer them up. Hospital is really important if you want your population not to die off. People worry about escapes. I don't seem to get escapes, but I get a lot of population dying off. I have a small block of flats just for teachers. So I just build that small block empty, import university level immigrants, and then just put them to go directly to school to work. And you get a good teacher base. Yeah, I've also got a little truck just running food to the grocery store from the warehouse by the factory as well. So I'm not importing food for that anymore. You can see the coal plant's going well. And I've got I've got a backlog of coal. I've got too many coal miners now. I've got exporting maximum on that one border. You'll see in the moment though, the potential to make money from crop is really, really high at the moment. It makes electricity look like a very small profit in comparison. You just watch the trains going around there. He's loads it up with his food, and look at that. Good. Sold all that off, and I've just made in a split second the same amount of money I make off electricity over a long time. Wow. 12,000 rubles over 4,000 odd rubles made from the power, just in one small free trailer train. And I'm just gonna go back, get some more wheat. Got wheat waiting at silo now, so silo's important. Can hold loads there if you're doing anything with the railway line. And take down to the factory and long goes the cycle. I hope this video's helped.